my friend, and welcome to part 2 of my reaction to Blaine Anderson on the Chris Williamson Modern Wisdom podcast. So right now they're speaking about online dating and the best tips and tools and resources that will help you to succeed in that. Let's have a look, let's see what I got to say, and let's see what I have to say in reaction to that.
When it comes to designing an online dating profile, what should guys do? How do you design the perfect online dating profile?
The number one thing, the most important thing if you don't do anything else, is you need high quality photos. Not photos from 5 years ago of you on a boat, not a photo of you with Kobe Bryant in 5th grade. Photos that are relevant and look like what you look like today. If she looks at your profile and is like, I'm not really sure what he looks like, it's an automatic no.
So what I want to say to this is, number one, she says high quality photos. That is so true. The way you got to look at your dating profile is like this, right? It's basically marketing. Your dating profile is effectively no different than Samsung or ASUS or Nokia advertising one of their latest phones or products or something like this. You are in a dating marketplace and you are presenting yourself to potential girlfriends, wives, fuck buddies, etc. Boom, you're effectively marketing yourself. And that means that just like how a Samsung or a Apple will only use high quality images to promote their products, you need to promote yourself with high quality images too. A picture is worth 1,000 words, and if the picture that you use does not make you look the business, then you're not going to get dates. Dating is really competitive for men. It's massively competitive, and the profiles that stand out are the ones that are taken on DSLR cameras, where the man is looking his best, he's dressed well, he's doing something fun and interesting. But yes, the image needs to be high quality. If you are using a grainy iPhone 2, iPhone 3, crappy, shitty image from back in the day, that's like, oh yeah, well, you can see it's me. You can see it's, oh, you can see it's a picture of me. You can see what I look like. No. You are not just the man in the picture. You're not just the subject in the picture. You are the entire picture itself. Women who are looking at your profile are judging the whole image. And that whole image needs to look great, which is why we need to start with high quality photos.
So
because there's too much variation between photos.
Too much variation or too far away, you're wearing sunglasses, she just can't get a good sense quickly. And you need to remember, these women are looking at your profile, and I mean, maybe men look a little closer, but when women are looking at profiles, it's like one and done. You have about 1 second to make a good impression. So that first photo needs to be clear, not quite a headshot. We're not talking LinkedIn headshot, but it needs to be your face. I like it when you're looking into the camera. It feels like you're looking at her then. It creates more familiarity. And that's the most important for the first photo. As you go down, you have opportunities to have other types of photos. You don't want 6 headshot type photos. Now you need to start incorporating a full body shot. You need one of those. And then you need what I call filler photos that are more lifestyle. So showcase how you spend your time. If every photo is a headshot of you, then it doesn't tell her anything about you as a person.
Here's the thing. So as a man, when you're looking at a woman's profile on a dating site, what are you thinking? You're thinking, what does she look like? You're thinking to yourself, where can I see her body to look at the contours of her frame and her curves? That's basically what you're paying the most amount of attention to. Women are thinking, who is this man? How does he live? What lifestyle would I be a part of if I got with this man? That's what they're thinking. If I get with him, what world will I join? How will I live? And you need to show that. So you want to show yourself doing cool activities. Now, if you don't have a cool life, you kind of need to get a cool life. This is just the fact of it. For instance, a picture of you on a boat in Bali is infinitely better than a picture of you just in the average, everyday, regular, boozy pub with your mates. It just is what it is. A picture of you rock climbing is better than a picture of you sitting in your living room. You need to imply that you have a life. So pictures of you just sitting and chilling at home and not actually going out and doing shit, very unattractive. You want to showcase a lifestyle. If you are fit and active, like let's say you go hiking or kayaking or things like this, show that. If you work out, show that. best to not try to look like you're trying to show off your body, like you want to make it look accidental. So if you've got a good body, like show that you have a good body, but do it in a way that makes it look like you're not trying to show that you have a good body. So what do I mean? You could have a picture of you posing in the mirror like, hey, look at my body. Or you could have a picture of you walking along the beach and you're topless. If you're on the beach, it's socially expected that you would be topless. So if you're topless on the beach, number one, you get the brownie points of traveling, interesting lifestyle. Number two, she sees your body, but because you're supposed to be topless on the beach, it doesn't look like you're trying to show off like it would do if you were in the mirror doing this. That kind of thing.
Do you like to ski? Have a skiing photo. Wakeboarding, traveling, whatever, with your dog, with your mom, whatever is important to your life. Use that in your profile. And no photos with women who look like they could be your ex. I don't care if it's your girl. I don't care if it's your sister or your aunt. If she looks like she could be an ex-girlfriend, just skip it.
However, so she says no photos of women who look like they could be an ex. That is very true, right? I would even say no photos of women who look like you're having sex with them in any way, shape or form. However, if you have photos with multiple women, that is great. That is absolutely fantastic. So for instance, if you're at a party and you're surrounded by beautiful women who are all cuddling you, that is excellent, because now the woman looking at your profile knows that you're a fun man who women love to be around. So while you don't want to be a player, that is true, you definitely want to show some kind of social nous, social fluidity, social success, social status, which you can convey by having a picture of you with beautiful women, plural. So she's not wrong. You don't want to have a picture of you with a woman to make you look like a player. But if you got a picture of you with two women who are like leaning against you and laughing contentedly, like they trust you and are happy to be in your aura, that's brilliant.
I've heard that guys who have photos with mixed groups, so girls in their photos, maybe one at least, seem to have some success because it shows that they're not so weird that no woman would ever choose to hang out with them, even if they're just friends. Is that true?
So I like a group photo, and I'm not picky about if it's you and two guys or if it's you and a guy and a girl. A mix of people.
But you and a girl is a little bit of an amber flag.
Like at a wedding, for example. I don't care if it's your sister. Like, it's a no. Yeah, it's just...
Unless it's obviously your mom, maybe?
Yeah, if it's obviously your mom or your grandma, that's great. But you just don't want it to be like, is he using a photo of his ex here because he didn't have more photos? And that's the mistake a lot of guys make when I look at their photos. They didn't build this intentionally. They just found 6 photos they happen to be in, and those are the 6 photos they used. Not like, oh, these are 6 photos that showcase what I look like, how I spend my time, and market me well.
Yeah, you got to be very intentional with your photos. You have to be very intentional. And you need to realize that the woman who's looking at your photos is judging every single thing that she sees. Everything. So if she sees you sitting... Like if you take a mirror selfie, you take a selfie in the mirror, boom, you take that selfie. The assumption she makes is that you have nothing else going on, because if you had something else going on, you wouldn't just have a mirror selfie. She doesn't think to herself, well, maybe this guy couldn't be bothered to put a great profile together and he just threw something together quickly. She isn't going to think that at all. She's just going to assume. Another thing you want to be aware of as well is that women expect things from their profiles women expect things from men's profiles that they are not prepared to do with their own. What does that mean? If you post a mirror selfie on your profile, women will tend to not like it. Women tend to not like selfies in general anyway. But yeah, let's say you post selfies, women tend to not like that because it shows you have no life. However, women flood their profiles with selfies. They do. They don't think twice about it. They don't. They just do it. It's just like whatever. And what they're expecting things from men. So they expect a man to have a dynamic profile that showcases his life, but they are happy to post a selfie of themselves. But here is the thing, though, if we're just going to keep it a buck, it is totally fine for women to post selfies because that's kind of all men really want to see. So if you're a woman, if I was coaching a woman, and I have done this before, and she's like, I want to create a great profile that attracts men, I would tell her to have at least 2 or 3 shots that clearly show her body. It doesn't matter if it's a selfie, because that's like the main thing that men want to see. But the main thing women want to see is your lifestyle. And if you are taking a picture of yourself, it implies you don't have a great lifestyle. If other people are taking pictures of you as you're just doing your thing, living your life, that implies that you do have a good lifestyle.
What about selfies?
No.
That's what I just said.
So some selfies are okay, but I have learned that men are really bad at understanding what makes a good and bad selfie. So my blanket rule,
never take them.
My blanket rule is just no selfies until they need to make a dating app profile, and then all of a sudden they're in their car with their Ray-Bans on, like taking selfies. And I'm like, no.
Okay.
By the way, she said this before and it's very true, right? Never take photos with sunglasses, right? Don't do it. Because here's the thing. You want to have a photo with the sunglasses because you think it makes you look cool. And it does. You're right. It does make you look cool. However, the woman who's looking at your profile is looking for reasons to discredit you, right? She's like doing some really quick swiping. If she can't clearly see what you look like, okay, this is his face. This is what this man looks like. She's going to swipe left. So while you're there looking cool in the shades, you're actually hiding your face. You can't hide anything. You can't give this woman the impression you're hiding. You got to show, this is me. This is how I look. This is me. This is me. Here I am. Hey world, here I am. This is me. It's got to be like that.
Okay, mirror photos?
No.
Worse than selfie? Okay.
Yeah, arguably worse than selfies.
Gym photos?
Gym photos are hard to get right. That is the problem. I absolutely love the idea of showing that you are fit and active and that is part of your lifestyle, but gym photos usually are mirror selfies, which I don't like, or tend to look really staged. Like, why do you have your camera out at the gym? So instead, do you have a photo from when you did a Tough Mudder, or you were in a race or ran a marathon or hiked to the top of whatever mountain? That is going to be a better photo to highlight that part of yourself.
The thing is this, right? You, like I said earlier, you don't want to look like you're trying to show off. And that can come across with gym photos. And the reason why she's saying a photo of you doing Tough Mudder or something is because the whole mentality of that's going to be completely different. So you're doing Tough Mudder, you're there, you're running, and someone else has snapped a picture of you as you're running. So you weren't there like, hey, here I am at the gym. You're just doing your thing, and then somebody snapped you. Boom. And that's basically it. You can look as good as you want as a man. You can look as good as you want, and the better you look, the better. That's the truth. Women don't care that much about how men look. That's true. But at the same time, it is a factor that affects their attraction. And the better you look, the more attracted they are to you. However, one weird thing is that if you look like you care about what you look like, they tend to not like that. So you want to strike this balance where it's like you look good, but at the same time, it looks like it's an accident. And is that realistic? Is that difficult? Is that fair? I'm with you with all of this stuff, but this is just what it is.
Something more lifestyle-y.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else to say on photos yet?
No, that covers it. I'd say kids in photos are something I get asked about a lot. If you are you should say you have children in your dating app profile. If you have children, I think you are just delaying the inevitable if you're trying to hide it and then drop it on someone later. Oh yeah, by the way, I have 2 kids and she doesn't want to date someone with kids, then you just wasted both of your time.
As opposed to the woman who does want to date someone who's maybe got kids.
Yeah, so just put it in your profile.
Yep.
But if you don't have kids, I have clients who will want to do nieces and nephews. It's just a little hard. It's a shaky road.
High risk strategy. Well, I always have this rule. It's so funny to me when women either in online dating or on social media, if they ever post a photo that's them and one child, there's always this huge fucking disclaimer. It's such a great time with my niece this Sunday. It's this big banner of something that's I've still got fecundity here.
Yeah, and that's what guys have to do if they want.
Women also do that when they post a picture with men as well. Any woman online who posts a picture with a man that's not her boyfriend, she will go, fun times with my brother from another mother, making sure everybody knows, hey, I ain't having sex with this guy. He's my friend. don't you worry.
They want to use a photo with their niece or nephew, but I would say if like being an uncle is important to you, highlight that in your prompts and just like keep the kid photos off.
All right. Okay. Moving down into bio, description, other bits and pieces. What's the do's and don'ts?
So I would say the prompts are the next most important part and really what you will see right after a photo.
What's prompts?
A prompt or bio. So like for Hinge, for example, you have 3 prompts. You don't have a bio on Hinge.
Right. Well, I mean, it shows what I know.
Yeah.
Fucking banned. Okay. Yeah. I say so. Prompt. How do you get? Let's do Hinge first, and then we can do bio after that.
Yeah. So you have prompts. They're giving you. So if you don't have Hinge, like you.
All right, so one thing that's great to do on Hinge is to have a voice note. So on Hinge, you can have a vocal prompt, you know, where you speak into it and people can listen to it. This is great because it gives women a chance to hear your voice and you become a more real, fully fleshed person. So I have said, I don't know how many times, that your words are only 7% of your communication, right? Now, so that basically means that as I'm speaking right now, if you were to transcribe my words and read them out, you would only get like about 7% of the vibe of me. The rest is coming from my eye contact, my posture, my vocal tonality, etc. Vocal tonality accounts for roughly like 44% of the whole thing. If she can hear your voice, it makes you real, and she can get a better feel and a vibe for who you are as a person. That's one thing you want to do. Another thing you want to do in a prompt is like, if you're on Hinge and you're like trying to look for the love of your life or so, you got to tell like a little bit of a story, like who are you and what are you about, like what are you looking for. So I have got great traction from a prompt on Hinge that says, I'm a gym-loving writer working on an erotic thriller and who plays just as hard as he works, looking to share banter, laughter and mind-blowing sex and good food in a partnership of respect and love. Does that sound appealing? I have gotten fantastic feedback from that. Fantastic. That's something you really want to do. You want to like tell the story of who you are and give women a good feel about, you know, the man. Also as well, notice that I said mind-blowing sex. Like that's kind of deliberate. There's nothing wrong with coming across slightly sexual. She needs to think that you're a man she could have sex with. But notice I said a partnership of love and respect and mind-blowing sex as well. So, you know, banter, laughter, jokes, love, respect, mind-blowing sex. She's not a sex object, but of course, she's my woman, and therefore, we're going to have sex.
The prompts will say things like, my ideal Sunday, my simple pleasures, one thing you should know about me. Your bio and prompts need to be lighthearted and fun. Your goal should be to be lightweight and make her smile. So this is not your resume. You don't need to tell her everything about you here and get all of your, you know, your accolades out here. That's not what we're going for. And this is also not a help wanted ad.
Another thing that you can do on your Hinge as well, like this is what I do. So at my Hinge, I've got an overshare, right? And like this is my vocal prompt, right? My vocal prompt is an overshare. And I tell the story of how when I was a little boy, I used to be overweight. When I was overweight, people used to call me Fat Boy Brown, right? And they used to walk around and stick their asses out and go, hey, I'm Kieran, I'm Fat Boy Brown, I'm Kieran. I tell that story. It's like, hey, this is an overshare. I used to be really overweight as a kid. I was chunky. I had a massive booty. People called me Fat Boy Brown. You know, the amount of women that I've had message me and go, oh my gosh, you're overshare. Like, I'm swiping right just for the overshare. Now, here's the thing. It's like, that overshare is done in like a light-hearted way. It's done in a light-hearted way. It's like, it's a joke. Like, I used to be chunky as a kid. But it also implies something as well. It implies that this chunky kid grew up to be unchunky today. And that implies a lot of traits that women tend to find attractive.
You want from her. You can look at her profile to see if she hits the things that you're looking for. So guys will say, oh, I really want a girl who's kind and likes to travel. It's like, okay, you're talking to every single woman on Hinge here. So not only should you not be speaking about what you're looking for, you should also be unique into what you say. So if what you're saying is what everybody else is saying, one thing you should know about me, I really like to travel, that's lame. Be more specific.
Okay, I do not agree that you should not say what you're looking for. I believe that you should say what you're looking for if what you're looking for is, if you actually know what the hell you're looking for. For instance, my profile says that I'm attracted to. I am weirdly attracted to ambition and intelligence. If you're healthy, courageous, caring, vibrant, and love having your butt squeezed, I owe you a ring. If you live life on your own terms and don't mindlessly follow the crowd, you're my dream woman. Now, here's the thing, I'm saying what I want, right? But I'm saying what I want to attract what I want, because I want to attract women like that. If you say something bland, then you will just attract blandness, which is kind of what I think she's getting at here. Also, how many men say that? How many men do you think a woman is seeing say, I'm attracted to ambition, intelligence. If you're healthy, courageous, caring, vibrant, and love having your butt squeezed, I owe you a ring. If you live your life on your own terms and don't mindlessly follow the crowd, you're my dream woman. That is unique, right? Unique. So between that and my freaking overshare about being chunky as a kid, it's like women look at my profile and they're like, whoa, who is this guy? I ain't seen anybody like this on here. Whoa. And that's what you want to do. You want to be unique. You have to be unique. You have to sell yourself. You want to be unique. And you also want to attract the demographic as well. I did a video about niching down on your profile, and if you want to really meet people who like resonate with you, that's what you need to do. You need to niche down, because if your profile is like bland, let's say you have like a generally attractive profile, right? You're doing lots of cool things, but at the same time, it's stuff that kind of appeals to everybody. So, oh, look, hey, he's gone traveling, and hey, he's in a random nightclub, and blah, blah, blah. And like, I just like to meet women who like to have fun. That's what you say, then you're going to attract an equally bland result. Whereas if you really know what you want, and you should know what you want, and if you don't, then you need to figure that out. You need to tailor your profile to attract what you want. So for instance, my profile, one of my prompts on there is, let's time travel to the fall of Atlantis, the creation of the pyramids, or the end of World War II. Now, I am doing that to attract women who are like, oh my gosh, I'd fucking love to see the fall of Atlantis. I'd love to see the creation of the pyramids. How the hell did they actually do that? Now, a kind of woman who would like to do something like that, she's introspective. She thinks a lot. She's interested in history. She's interested in ancient history. She's interested in figuring out how the world works and things that were not actually told. She probably thinks for herself and doesn't mindlessly follow the crowd. She probably has an imagination, things like this. And I'm doing that to attract these sorts of women. If you've liked this video, then I would like you to like and comment on the video as well, because it really helps. It does, right? You know, when you hit like YouTube goes, hey, this is a good video that people are getting value from, ergo we're going to show that to more people. So if you do that, it helps a lot. If you comment, it helps a lot too. Like, it just does. In fact, a comment is worth more than a like, because you've actually taken the time to write something. Could you follow, subscribe to the channel? That would be amazing too, because then you will get to see more of the content and you will get to boost my self-esteem. In the description, I've got a link to something called the Game Global School. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a school that will teach you everything that you need to know about dating, seduction, success with women, blah, blah, blah. We've even got videos of me approaching women. You've got videos of me seducing women. You've got a video of me making a woman orgasm. That's not a joke. It's genuinely there. Videos of me flirting with women, online guides, profile creation, messaging, how to approach women, what to do in nightclubs. All of that kind of stuff is there. So yeah, please do go there and get all that stuff. But thank you. Take care, au revoir, and ciao.